Hello, and welcome to another chapter of a tome pulled right off the shelves at the heart of the Jakuls. As always, I'm your committed host, Lothran, and there's ever so much more data to relay. So let's get to it, shall we? Go grab a filling meal, settle into a cozy spot, and pay accurate attention to Fleet Part 59. It's not just about fear.
How could you say that when you're clearly afraid of it? Vildar fell into a chair, maintaining all of his focus towards Cam.
You must have misheard me. I said, it's not just about fear. Cam kept his attention on the view of Hangar 12 and Rill in the support room near that hangar. Meaning, I have more than what you think is a silly reason to stay away from the Hive.
It's a hive. Think of the benefit it could lend to you in your progress here. Vildar insisted, leaning slightly forward from where he sat.
It's a hive, Vildar. Literal nightmare fuel. Think of the world-immolating devastation that could leak out of it if someone looked at the fucking thing wrong. We're done talking about this. If you want to stay, Cam gestured to the holo projections and view screens before him. Help with the manufacturing process. Otherwise, write a report to the archive about how much of an idiot I am.
Cam, I'm not here to argue. I'm here to help. I want to help you.
Then help or leave. Pick one. Cam kept his focus on what Rill was signaling through the screen.
Why aren't you just talking to Rill? Vildar asked as he noted the pair of them were holding up flashcards to speak to one another.
The station isn't perfect, Vildar. Tamor may have fit it together successfully, and the boy is shaping up well, but some shit is just plain broke, like the audio on the receiver in Rill's support room.
So you want me to go fix it? Don't you have engineers for that sort of problem? Vildar leaned back in his chair, crossing his arms in a more combative gesture.
Are you fucking serious right now, Vildar? Cam finally gave some attention to his friend. Alright, let me explain it. Thazon ordered me to stop everything the moment he found out about the station, and not through me either, and now I have to build some missile cruiser for him to tour the front in, like that's a good idea. Not to mention the plans he sent me are complete and utter trash. No, don't get up to leave. You're hearing all of this, Vildar. That is, if you want to be the archivist I allow to watch us on the archive's behalf.
Vildar had stood up, not desiring to listen to a tirade from anyone but... He thought about leaving. Well, Cam delivered his speech, and then contemplated telling Cam what he really thought about the younger man right now. And then he sighed, remembering his long years as a storyteller. He sat back down, ready to weather any sort of storm that young Cam could ever offer up.
All right, Cam calmed considerably. So not only do I have to request and hire from Deramore and Milligram's crew to run this station, I also have to man it with security in case it betrays us, and triple staff because it's ridiculously huge, ridiculously, and just to make sure it runs properly, because it's constantly breaking in ways that I don't know. It seems like it wants to do a dozen different things than I or anyone else wants it to do. So then I have to put more people like Lotum, which I don't have, because there's only one of him, and I need him at Bitterrock to keep the place running, and then I have to find more Lotums, Vildar, and at least one. Do you know how hard that's going to be? Do you have any idea how amazingly skilled he is? He's better than me, only he doesn't know it. Someone somewhere crushed one too many of his hopes and dreams, and now he thinks he's never going to be what he really wants to be. And he's still better at this shit than me. While I do that, I have to make this effing missile boat, which I'm going to turn into a large corvette. It's necessary for what Thazon wants and needs, even though he doesn't know it, meaning I have to basically throw away Thazon's plans and start from scratch. It's due by the end of the month, by the way. Then there's the orders for drill beaks, which no one will ever fill because I'm the only man alive that can make the main weapons. I have to build 5 of those every day just to hold on to some small portion of my sanity. Then there's the strewn fields, which are empty, a task you said would never be finished. So we scanned Grigari. Fortunately, nearby at Strife 4, there was a massive battle and junk is... Cam trailed off for a moment, noting the look of loss crossing over Vildar's features at the mention of that battle. Are you with me, Vildar? Some fleet twice as large as all of Daramore's current navy got blasted to smithereens at Strife 4. So that's where we get our scrap from now on. Of course, it's not that simple. The effing Vu left the defenses and puzzles in the area. So now every time I send someone down there, I have to make sure they know how to solve the puzzles and do the salvage work, and from the scans I need to develop an entirely new class of tugboats and salvage and support ships. That's what Rill and I are working on right now. Not some fucking monstrous device from ages long since gone. I will not go anywhere near that fucking hive. Have you read the Heart Stories, Vildar? First off, I'm too busy to go near it. Second off, nothing but pain and misfortune comes from stepping into one of those circles if you don't earn the right to do so. And frankly right now, I'm not good enough to step inside. And I'm guessing from the way you came here and begged me to reconsider, you made that mistake on one of your previous visits and you can never go back. Cam took a few minutes to rest after the end of his tirade. Now if you'll excuse me, and if you don't want to help, Cam gestured to the screen where Rill was waiting for Cam's next signal. I've got a lot of work to do, and not nearly half as much time as I need to do even a single portion of it. Good day, Vildar. Cam bent back to the screen, trying to remember what he'd been helping Rill with before all of this.
Vildar sat in complete and total shock, reappraising his opinion of Cam and his likelihood of success within Grigari. He left in silence after scanning the screens and a station map, off to figure out why the audio was broken.
And so it is. Our time together has once more come to a close. I hope each and every one of you enjoyed the tale as much as I have the telling of it. As always, I've been your skilled host, Lothran, and this was Fleet Part 59. It's not just about fear. Another tale right from the heart of the Jakuls. And now, sadly, ever so sadly, we must once again part ways. Korvoth, guide them back along the proper path, back to the safety they know all too well.
Yes, sir, Lothran. Whoa, Cam dressing down Vildar. That's not something I thought I'd ever see, ever. Back to work. A pleasant greeting and a fond farewell to each and all. Please leave all your comments, questions, and kindnesses down below. Don't you let me catch a single one of you leaving any of that mean, rude, or terrible stuff, though. You keep all that malarkey to yourselves, you got it? Don't you do it. Don't you ever do it. Not never. Never ever. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to help us learn, spread, and grow. And don't forget that we strongly encourage each and every one of you to stay safe out there. See you again tomorrow for Fleet Part 60. Okay, so Cam may have been afraid at first, but he has solid, logical reasons not to associate with the Hive. Good. Moving on. Good night and good luck. You'll need it. Bye-bye, everybody. See you again tomorrow.